So we're going to roll down on our back to our bolster and just start with our breathing and kind of slow everything down. And let's put our hands on the low ribs when you're ready and kind of lengthen the legs out and roll the shoulders down and start some deep inhales and exhales. And feel the widening of these low ribs and the softening of your belly. And as you're softening the belly, feel the next step of this opening wherever it is. Maybe it's in your lower back, maybe it's in your shoulders or across your chest. And feel that expansion in your body. And then let's reach the arms slowly out and up over the head. And we're going to do a few angel arms, stretching the upper back and the chest. So we're slowing our breathing down to match the arm movement. And you can keep the arms a little bit bent if it's too much of a stretch over your chest. And feel the air around the arms as you're lifting and lowering. So this is the last arm movement, and then just set the arms down whenever you're ready and feel the weight of the forearms pressing down. So we're feeling weight in different parts of our body. The hips are pressing down, the legs are pressing down, the head, and feel the expansion across the chest. And let's gently start to roll over to the right side. And we're going to start with some left shoulder circles, just rolling that shoulder around a little bit as the head presses into the bolster. And start to feel the arm widening and making the circles a little bit bigger. And notice how it affects the upper back as well as the neck as you start to bring that arm even wider around in big circles. And as you close your eyes, you could feel this opening underneath the arm, into the hip, into the shoulder. Just notice and feel how the breath is moving in your body. Let's do one more slow circle. And then gently, whenever you're ready, hold the arm open. You can keep the arm bent, whatever is comfortable, whatever you need today. And if your hand is a little tight, you can reach the fingers and then make little fists with your hands. Just kind of notice that the whole arm is opening. And one slow breath. And let's gently bring the arm all the way back around in that big circle. And then we're going to have our chest face the bolster for our spinal twist and breathe. Now we're going to feel the ribs widening with our breath, just like their hands around the low ribs. And breathe in and breathe out. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And now we're going to bring our hands closer so we can press ourselves up gently, twist a little bit more to the right, and take a few slow breaths here. And then last deep breath. We're going to release and roll to the other side. And let's see how our right arm circles are. So the head is pressing down, and as you're circling the shoulder, you can even feel the stretch from the ear to the shoulder. And start to make the circle a little tiny bit bigger as you go all the way around. Slowly making it even bigger. And unwinding tension out of the right side. And a couple more slow movements with your arm all the way around. And let's take a couple more slow breaths as we hold the arm open, wherever is comfortable, feeling this wider stretch. And last deep breath. And let's gently bring the arm all the way back around so that we can turn the chest toward the bolster and feel the stretch deeper into the side. And let's take 5 slow breaths. We're even going underneath the right shoulder blade with our breath, if there's any tightness in there. And when you're ready, bring the hands closer to us and pressing ourselves up and continuing to twist to the left. one more breath. And then let's release, and we're going to face our bolster. So we're just going to put our hands on the bolster and take a couple of breaths and feel this uprightness of the spine. Just notice how your breathing is right here as we feel the sits bones pressing down. And then we're going to gently twist to the right. And let's twist to the left. And then back to the center and hinging forward. So put a block underneath your forehead if it doesn't press down to the bolster. And let's breathe here, lengthening the spine. And we're going to take 5 slow breaths. And then gently roll yourself back up. We're going to put our hands behind the hips and let's press the palms down, squeezing the shoulder blades together, looking up. Big breath in and then just release. And we're going to take our right hand down and left arm over. So this initial side stretch, just kind of feel that opening in the side. And take another breath. And we're going to go to the other side, same thing. So if the shoulder is any kind of impingement, just bend the arm. Let the head release. Take another breath. And we're coming back up to the center. Now let's take the bolster to the right leg. So we're going to lengthen toward the foot. And take a few slow breaths here. And if your body has opened a little bit and you want to try to twist a little bit more to the right, feel free to do that. And just find a deeper stretch for 3 more breaths. And then gently come back up. Let's feel the difference from one side to the other. And then we're going to put the bolster on our left leg and do the same thing, lengthening toward the foot. And as your body opens, if you can find a deeper stretch, maybe twisting a little bit more to the left. Take a few slow breaths. And then gently coming back to the center. Let's feel the difference again. Maybe you feel a little bit taller here. So it's kind of like a rubber band, stretching the rubber band and then releasing. Now we're going to try another forward fold. So let's put the bolster in front of us and feel the difference as we breathe. And find that space between the inhales and the exhales. So we're literally feeling this energy come up our spine. And let's take 3 slow breaths and feel that spine. And then when you're ready, slowly start to come up. And we're going to crisscross our legs here and put the bolster in front of us so that it's comfortable. I'm going to flip the bolster up and lean forward so it's a deeper stretch into the hips. And my chin is on the bolster. So it's helping to release any kind of tension in the neck. And as we're breathing into the spine, we're feeling this sparkling light right in the spine, bringing in nourishment and energy. And now let's release. So we're going to come back up. And let's release this bolster and twist to the right a little bit more. Roll the shoulders down. Take another breath. And then let's go to the other side, twisting to the left. And then back to the center. So we're going to move the bolster out of the way and roll down on her back. So we can bring our knees to our chest. As you hug your knees in, shift the hips a little side to side. So we're continuing that stretch into the spine and making a few circles as we release the head down to the mat. So tongue and jaw relaxing. And then we're going to put the feet down and let's do a few circles. So we're going to put our hands on our jaw and just notice with the head pressing down, kind of the shape of your jaw, any tension in there, in the sinuses. Just close your eyes and feel and explore. Explore your facial muscles. You can even go into your scalp, or if you know that there's something going on with your sinuses, take your thumbs underneath the eyes, eyebrows, in that socket area, and just trace the thumbs going outward from underneath the eyebrows a few times, encouraging any kind of sinus draining. Also, it's really relaxing. And just explore. If it's around your ears, you could go all around the ears and even kind of gently pinch the ears, around the whole ear with these little acupuncture points, acupressure points. And a few more moments to explore your facial muscles around the jaw, around the chin. You could do the same thing underneath the chin with the thumbs reaching outward. So pressing out with the thumbs and a little bit up at the ends toward the ears. That feels good to you. And then a few circles right underneath the ears, light circles, flat fingers. So for the lymph system, and encouraging the draining of any kind of sinus issues. And any place that's tender under there in the jaw, underneath the ears, just kind of explore for a few more moments. And the tenderness means there's some kind of inflammation going on and our body is trying to get rid of that inflammation. And then we're going to bring our arms down, palms up, and just breathe and feel. Feel the facial muscles. Feel any kind of energy moving in the face. So we're going back to the eyebrow area and just feel that. The right side, the left side, the right cheek, and the left cheek, the right ear, the left ear, the right jaw, the left jaw, and the scalp area, all around the head, and the face and the head. Now let's move into a few pelvic tilts. So slowly bringing the navel to the spine, feeling that lengthening as you press the low back down and gently release. Feeling the shape of your back as you do that. This curve is always here. So just by pressing it down, we're feeling our shape. Even the head moving as the chin comes toward the chest a little. Just feel that freedom in your spine. Let's do one more time with this pelvic tilt. And slowly start to lift the hips up. So engaging the legs and the glutes, coming up a little higher. And let's do a couple more of these, slowly, slowly. So we're becoming more conscious of our movement in the spine and allowing this energy that we were talking about to come into the spine and come up the spine into the brain, all the way through the body. And let's try another spinal twist. So we're going to bring our arms out, knees just roll over to the right, And feel free to stretch the arms. Come into any kind of stretch here that's comfortable as you breathe. And let's go to the other side with the legs. So we're going to roll the legs over to the left. And again, feel free to stretch the arms or find a deeper stretch and twist. And notice how the ribs are opening with each breath. And now we're going to roll over to the side so we could sit back up, and we're going to try our back bend and put the bolster behind our back, horizontally behind the hips, and use the block so that you can put your head on it and feel a comfortable stretch, but make sure that the head is supported. So our legs are lengthening and shoulders rolling down and chest opening. And as we relax into this pose, gravity is helping our body open, our chest open. So we're softening the tongue and the jaw. And because we were just focusing on our facial muscles, they're awake and aware. And now, with our eyes gently resting closed, we're going to feel our hips pressing down into the mat, the stability, and our legs lengthening. And we're going to feel the right ribs. Just notice the right ribs. And then the right chest, going into the right shoulder and lengthening the right arm and the right hand, the thumb, the index, the middle, the ring, and the pinky finger. And then the whole right side of our chest. And now into the left ribs, the left chest, the left shoulder, down through the left arm and hand, the thumb, the index, the middle, the ring, and the pinky finger. Feeling the left chest again. Now feeling both arms as they reach out, opening our chest. Feeling the heart center as we gently breathe in and breathe out. The heart center is alive with energy and vitality. We're feeling this energy now running through our whole body, up into the head, down through the arms, and through the whole lower body. Let's gently reach our arms up over our head and stretch even more. And then we're going to roll onto our right side and feel how the whole left side now is stretching. And And notice where you're feeling the breath coming into your body. Maybe you're feeling some kind of resistance into the back ribs or the hip. Just gently release that area. We're feeling the head, the side of the head pressing into the block. And feel the left arm lengthening. And if there's any movement that wants the body, maybe rolling the chest open, just explore and discover something new in your body. We're going to feel the left shoulder blade. It's always a place of stability in our body. We're going to give it a chance now to breathe and lengthen. And take 5 slow breaths. And for this last breath, kind of lengthen the arm even more. And then very gently, let's roll to the other side. And our head is on the block, supported. The left side of our head, and our right arm over our head. And initially, we're going to feel that shoulder blade, the right shoulder blade, and how the arm is connected to the shoulder blade. And then the lower body, the hips are connected, the leg connected. Feel the stretch along the whole side of your body. And now allow your body to express itself, maybe rolling open, whatever is comfortable. One side might be different than the other. And find that place that's a little bit tighter and just stay there and breathe. Allowing this sparkling energy to come into our body. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And then before we release, let's lengthen the arm even more, feeling that connection with the shoulder blade, with the shoulder, with the whole side of the body. And then gently release as you roll to the side, bringing the arm down. Kind of feeling the release of any energy. And now we're going to gently roll ourselves back up. And let's slowly turn. So we're going to put the bolster lengthwise so we can lay down, put our belly on the bolster, and our chin over the end of the bolster. Arms down by our sides. And we're feeling how the breath is coming in and coming up the spine, releasing any tension in our shoulders and arms, the back, the hips, and the legs. And as we breathe softly and slowly, we're feeling the space between each inhale and each exhale. And this part underneath the hip flexors is supported by the bolster so that it allows the hips to relax, and we're feeling our whole spine, the movement of energy up the spine. And let's take a few more slow breaths. And if you feel there's enough release and your chin is supported on the bolster, you could turn the head a little to the right to get a different stretch in your upper back and neck, only if this is comfortable. And then we're going to gently turn the head a little bit to the left. The chin is pressing into the bolster. And then head comes back to the center, pressing the chin into the bolster, feeling the lengthening of the whole spine. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And now we're going to slide our hands underneath the shoulders. Let's do our supported cobras, unfurling the spine. And we're going to go up and down, lengthening the spine even more, a few times. And 2 more. And now we're going to press ourselves back to a child's pose. And let's take 3 slow breaths. as we sit up, we're going to roll over here. So come on to the side. We're going to move our bolster out of the way, and we're going to come down to our back again. And we're going to use either your bolster or your block. So first of all, we're on our back again, just feeling our feet pressing down, stretching the toes. Then we're going to bring our right knee toward the chest, extend the leg up and lengthen the leg down, and do 4 more of these with the right leg. Stretching, enjoying that lengthening. And 1 more time. And then right foot is down on the mat. Let's switch. So left knee in, extend the leg up and lengthen through the heel. And then 4 more, nice and slowly. And we've got 1 more. And then both feet are down on the mat. Let's gently roll the hips up, and we're going to slide the bolster or our block underneath us so the back is supported, the hips are supported. First of all, just roll the shoulders down so the palms are facing up. And you can either stay here or come into the full Viparita Karani with the legs up. And we're going to be here a little while as we do a little bit more Nidra. So whatever is comfortable, we're going to close our eyes and just follow the feeling, the consciousness as it moves from place to place in your body. First of all, we're starting in our solar plexus behind the navel as we feel the breath coming in and going out. And from there, feeling the ribs opening and the movement of the whole chest as it rises and falls. Being aware of the shoulder blades as they press down and support the body. Shoulders are rolling down away from the ears. We could feel the whole breath, soft and gentle. The spine is receiving this energy. Our heart center is open and calm. And again, we're going to feel the right shoulder blade, the right elbow, the right wrist, the right thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky finger, with the palm, feeling energy in the palm. Feeling the whole right arm. Now the left shoulder blade, left elbow, left wrist, left thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky finger and energy in the left palm. We're feeling beautiful energy in both palms of our hands. It's radiating throughout our body as well as out into the world. And having an intention for this energy of peace. The peace in our heart center, for the peace in the world. We're feeling the spine as it's gently resting and also breathing. The back of the head pressing down. The ears, the right ear, the left ear, the right jaw, the left jaw, the tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, the tongue, the throat, the forehead, with the right eye, the left eye, the top of the head, the scalp, the whole head now. Back to the heart center. Feeling the sense of peace radiating in our heart and around us. We're balanced and calm. Once again, feeling our breath in the belly, the right ribs, the left ribs, the right chest, the left chest. Feeling the connection now with the chest all the way down through the belly and the right hip, the left hip, the right knee, the left knee, the right calf muscle, the left calf muscles, the right ankle, the left ankle, the right foot with the right big toe, second, third, fourth, and little toe. Feeling the left side now with the left hip, the left knee, the left ankle, the left foot with the left big toe, second, third, fourth, and pinky toe. Feeling both legs, both hips. Now feeling the whole connection with the upper body to the lower body, with the whole right side of our body and the whole left side of our body. Now the right side of our body with the left hemisphere of the brain. The left side of our body with the right hemisphere of our brain. Now feeling our whole body as one unit, the combination of the sun and the moon, this balance of energy in our body, in our heart, in our mind. And as we softly breathe in and out, We're feeling this connection all through our nervous system. Every nerve, every cell, every molecule of our body. Feeling the spine once again as it's lengthening, the nerves activated, the parasympathetic nervous system, the endocrine system with the thyroid, balanced and strong. We're feeling every cell receiving beautiful white light as we softly breathe in and breathe out. And without moving, we're feeling this sense of aliveness in every cell of our body. And if you have an intention, which is called a sankalpa, we're bringing that intention into our mind. Maybe it's peace, whatever comes to you. Say that softly to yourselves. I am peaceful. I am calm. Whatever your intention or sankalpa is today. And also giving thanks for these beautiful energies that are coming through our whole body and our heart and mind. We're giving thanks for the angels and the archangels for building and sustaining our body. Thanks for our heartbeats and our breath. And sending this out into the world for peace for all beings everywhere, all over the world. And let's take 3 conscious breaths. Inhaling a little bit more deeply now. And feel that this breath is bringing you energy and vitality. And when you're ready, we're going to bend our legs and put our feet back onto the mat. And feel the difference in the legs. And then we're going to lift our hips and move the bolster away from us a little bit. So we could just rest here on our back for a couple more breaths, or as long as you like. Feeling the difference in your whole being. And now let's gently roll to the side. And we're going to take our time sitting up because we've been upside down a little bit longer today. So take another couple of breaths. And then using your hand, press yourselves up so our head comes up last. And let's sit on our bolster or your block. And when you're ready, we're going to bring our hands to our heart and just sit for a couple of breaths. Feeling how the breath again is moving through the whole body. Each spine or each vertebrae of the spine stacked one on the other in balance. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, ladies. Have a lovely day.
Thanks, Marianne.
Bye. Thank you.
Very, very lovely.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
so welcome.
Thank you. That was the best yet. I'm telling you, it was the best yet.
I'm so glad. I will post that one, Carol, so that you know.
Okay.
I'll
Thank
put
you.
big words that say Nidra with Restorative.
Okay.
How about that? Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks, Marianne.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye. Have a great day, ladies.
Yep, you too.